Guys, there's another update. Well, obviously you already know that I'm back on YouTube again because the internet's not cut us off yet. Mum doesn't know either, so they might cut off stuff tomorrow or maybe night today. So, the video you've seen, that's the best I could do, but I didn't want to keep moving the camera too much because there was an old lady behind me, and then I didn't want her to get in the video, and that's why when the tune stopped, that's when I moved the camera, and then I noticed before I was about to press pause because I was trying to make sure the van was stopping before I stopped the video, because I know sometimes when I'm starting the video he plays the tune again and he turns it off, and before I turned it off I noticed he played the tune again and I was right. I know I was always right every time I turn that video off. He always plays the tune back on. So and then after that, that's I'm done, and then after that, some of you are asking me, does the Paul's one have any more tunes? No, he does not. I'm afraid not. He only has Yankee Doodle and Whistle. But I may have another idea, but some of you may not like it. But how about it's not a real video, it's like a picture with the Paul's van, and how about I'll mix all the tunes up for different vans. Like, just say I put the Popeye tune in the Paul's van and Scooby-Doo playing the Match of the Day song from the American van, and then the Popeye van could play the Yankee Doodle, or the Paul's van could play the Popeye van's whistle, and the Scooby van could play the Popeye, and then the Popeye van could play the Yankee Doodle or the Match of the Day song. It's just because my van. So you guys need to understand, the van we get is not just any other ice cream vans. You need to understand this, guys. I've asked the guy so many times and he says no, we're not allowed to have that tune. It's not suitable for this van. He said we're only allowed to have Yankee Doodle or the whistle because the shots we got across the road, they shut early, and that's why he's got the whistle, and that's why he asked his boss, and the boss says no, he's not allowed any more new tunes. That's why the Popeye van's got the Popeye the Sailor Man, and the Scooby-Doo van's got Scooby-Doo's theme song, and that as well. I can add that into the Paul's van, but the Paul's van does not play it. But I could add that into my photos. But can you guys please leave a comment below so I know what to do in my videos, because I know some of you are asking me, does he have any more tunes? And he does not have any more tunes. He's only got Yankee Doodle. He needs to play that Yankee Doodle all the time, because see if he doesn't, see if he plays a different chime, that van will get wiped off him, and you will never get that van back again. That means we'll have no vans apart from the Popeye van or the Scooby van, because they've kept the Scooby van in the garage for backup because they're losing people working in the van, because the lady told me there used to be loads of people working in the Scooby van and the Paul's van and in the Popeye van, but obviously there's not a lot of people not working in the vans anymore now, so they've kept the Scooby van back in the garage for backup, in case that if the Paul's van breaks down or the Popeye van breaks down, and then the Scooby van will come and take it one of its place. So that's what I'm really confused at, because you're all asking me, does he have this chime or does he have this and that? But just leave a comment, and then if you want, I'll try and remix the chimes into the different vans, like the Scooby-Doo van playing Popeye, or the Paul's van playing Scooby-Doo's theme song, or the Popeye van playing Match of the Day song for the American van. And the American van, I've not heard any news about that. I keep forgetting about that. So, if you have any tunes apart from Green Sleeves or Teddy Panic, whatever you call it, or whatever, that van does not have any of that tune. It has to be the Scooby-Doo van, Popeye the Sailor Man, or Yankee Doodle, the whistle, or Match of the Day song, because that's the only tunes I have got, and I can't copy anybody's videos on YouTube because that means it's against the law, and I'm not allowed to do that because that's copying right for copying people's musics. Because I did that once in my other video, and when I don't know who it was, but they told me not to do it, and I said I'm sorry. So I know from now on I'm not allowed to do this again, so that's what I'm trying to say to you. I cannot copy anybody's other videos. You had to understand, guys. The van I've got, I can only play the whistles and Popeye the Sailorman and Match of the Day song and Yankee Doodle. That's the only thing I can do about it. There's nothing else I can do about it. Because if it wasn't, then you wouldn't know about this van. So if you want, I'll I'll try and see if I can get especially the Scooby-Doo's theme song outside what I've done with the Paul van, the other video, because the Scooby-Doo theme song will be very good because I've had it once and it was on my PSP and then it broke and then I've lost it. But I managed to record it on my iPod and I didn't have a phone in because I didn't have any money. So yeah, so if you have any comments you want to tell me, just tell me, because I might upload a video of Paul's van playing Match of the Day song from the American van. That's the thing I can only do. So if you want, ask me any of them tunes apart from the other tunes they don't have. You can't ask me because they don't have that tune. And if I was that desperate, I would copy what some of these videos, but obviously I'm not allowed because I told you this before. From the second channel, there'll be a picture of the Popeye van before the first channel I had, and then that's the second one, and I made a third one, fourth one. It's because I keep forgetting my channel names and my password. That's why I've remembered this time. I've not forgotten. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. I am not allowed to copy anybody's videos, the chimes, because obviously I can get myself into trouble. Because I did that to somebody's channel and they reported me and they've got rid of me. So and then when I came back, I wasn't allowed to do that. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. The Scooby-Doo, the Paws van can only play Yankee Doodle and the whistle, and then the Scooby-Doo van can only play the whistle and Scooby-Doo's theme song, and the Popeye van can only play the Popeye the Sailorman and the whistle, and the Match of the Day song, Dad doesn't have a whistle because he's just a normal ice cream van, but he only has Match of the Day song, and he did have Monty Pie once, but he didn't play it again, so I'm really sorry about that bit. But I noticed he did play that Monty Pie chime, but he didn't play it too long because a lot of neighbours were moaning at him, and then he didn't play that tune anymore. He got rid of it, so he only had Match of the Day song. So if you guys are really watching this is really important. You need to know about this, these vans I get, because they're not just any ice cream vans, they're ice cream van shops. Because I've noticed ages ago, I told a woman, why is that a van? It got a whistle, and she told me, the guy told her, and she told me that because the shop would get across the road, they closed, and a lot of kids needed bread and milk for school, and a lot of parents were moaning, and everything says how we're supposed to get milk and bread, and that's when they complained to the council, and that's when the ice cream van came, and that's when I had the Scooby-Doo van. And after that it was, well, I had an old version, an old ice cream van. It was an old one, it was just a normal van what you used to get, but all of a sudden they've got rid of it, and then after that we had a proper van, the Scooby-Doo van, and then all of a sudden when I was a bit young, me a bit younger, and then all of a sudden it used to keep playing do 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 do. It used to play that all the time. It was a long tune and I loved it, and I always wanted to take a video of it, but I can't because it was distance away, and it was my old DS at the time. It wasn't very loud in that, and I just left it, and that's when I moved to a new house, and then the van wasn't allowed to come to our street because somebody got killed, and we don't get that van. That's why I always take videos of the van out the window, or I go up to my nan's to video the van because the van goes up to my nan's. That's the only place I can go, or maybe my auntie's or my uncle's, because the van comes from my auntie's and my uncle's house. The video you've seen was my auntie's house, so I was at my auntie's and I seen the van coming and I was taking a video of it. And the other video you seen, it wasn't very long, that was my uncle's, because I see my uncle sometimes, so this video is too long, so I'm not going to leave this video too long, so if you have any information, please listen and please watch this video. This is really important what I said, and if you have any comments, just let me know, okay? Right, thank you very much, and please like, and if you're new, subscribe. Peace.